Hello BookTube, Sarah here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with my October 2018 anticipated reads. Oh my gosh, yes, we're talking about October already. Sorry guys. So in my anticipated reads videos every month, I tell you guys about 5 of the books that I am super excited about that are coming out in October. So you guys can go ahead and pre-order them or add them to your wish list or whatever you want. So I am super excited about all 5 of these. They all sound really, really good. So let's jump in and get started. So as usual, I'm putting these in order of release date. So the first book coming out is coming out October 2nd, and that is The Little Shop of Found Things by Paula Brackston. This is the first book in the Little Shop of Found Things series. So this series looks absolutely amazing. I love Paula Brackston. She wrote The Witch's Daughter, I think it was, which I read, and I really, really enjoyed that one. Very much magical realism, fantasy, historical, that kind of thing. So if that's what you're into, check this one out. But it says, I'm just going to read just a little blurb off the top here. It says, a new series about a young woman whose connection to antiques takes her on a magical adventure reminiscent of Outlander. You had me at reminiscent of Outlander. So this is about a woman and her mother who own an antique shop. And when she picks up a certain item, she kind of knows the history of it. So you get that magical realism in there. But when she touches this one item, she gets transported back to 1605. And she meets an architect, and there's some stuff going on. It sounds really, really good. This is definitely one I plan on picking up sooner rather than later, and I cannot wait for it to come out. The next book comes out October 22nd, and this is The Christmas Wish by Tennant. I fell in love with this author a couple months ago when I read The Summer Getaway. It was one I got from NetGalley for review, and I absolutely loved it. And when I saw she was coming out with a new book, I immediately went ahead and put it on my wish list. I'm probably going to go ahead and pre-order it. I cannot wait. I know it is available from NetGalley to check out, but I have a lot of books I'm reading this month anyway, or and in October, that I don't want to overwhelm myself. So this one will probably end up going on my December TBR. So I'm super excited. So it's about a woman who has been jilted by her fiance. So she's no longer getting married. So she leaves London and she goes to her grandmother's cottage in this small little town. So her grandmother is trying to cheer her up, and she's mourning the loss of of her wedding and things like that. And the grandmother proposes a trip for Christmas, and they're going to go to Lapland to see the Northern Lights, which sounds to me like so exciting. So then the grandmother passes away, and the girl decides to, what's the girl's name? Excuse me, I keep saying the girl. Esme. She decides to take the trip on her own. And when she arrives at the airport, she meets this, like they say in the book, on the back of the book, a motley crew of characters. And I guess there's a romance that's involved in there. It sounds like a lot of fun. I'm really impressed with this author's writing, and I am super, super excited to be able to read this one, and I cannot wait. The next book comes out on October 23rd, and I have to admit, I have not actually read this series, but I'm highly intrigued by it because it seems very reminiscent to me of the Cat Who series by Lillian Jackson Braun. And this book is Six Cats a Slayin' by Miranda James. Book number 10 in the Cat in the Stacks series. So this is a cozy mystery series involving a librarian and his cat. And in this one, I guess a neighbor is murdered and things like that, and then he finds kittens on the doorstep. There's a lot of things going on here. It is the 10th in a series, so I don't know if this is one that you would particularly have to read in order, but I did notice that my library has the first couple on audiobook, so I might go ahead and pick them up. But I have to say, I added this one strictly A, for those adorable cats on the cover, and B, for the awesome title. So yeah, so this one looks like it'd be really, really cute. It's a cute Christmas story, so I think it'll be a lot of fun. And if you are a fan of this series, or if you're a fan of cozy mysteries, maybe go ahead and give this series a try, because just from what I've been reading about it, like I said, to me it seems very reminiscent of the Cat Who series by Lillian Jackson Braun. Next up, coming out also on October 23rd, is Not Quite Over You by Susan Mallery. This is book number 4 in the Happily Inc series. I'm a huge, huge fan of this series. I think these books are so much fun. So of course I had to mention that book number 4 was coming out. I read book number 1, and I want to get to the rest of them soon, but this one sounds really good. It's a second chance romance. It's about a woman who runs a business, her own business, in this little town called Happily Inc in California. And I guess she is denied for a bank loan, and her ex, high school sweetheart has the funds to help her out. And I guess, something happens between them, and he offers her the loan and things like that. I don't know. It sounds really, really adorable. It's Susan Mallery. You can't go wrong with a Susan Mallery book. I say this all the time. She is an absolute favorite author of mine, so I definitely recommend that you check this. If you've read up to this book, or definitely check out this series or anything that she has written, because I love her stuff. And the last book that I want to mention is called A Season to Celebrate by Fern Michaels, Kate Pearce, Donna Kauffman, and Priscilla Oliveras, I think. I have to admit, you guys, I am a sucker for Christmas anthologies. You guys know how much I love Christmas books. Christmas anthologies just make me super duper happy. And two of the authors here I'm familiar with, both Fern Michaels and Donna Kauffman. But the other two, Kate Pearce and Priscilla Oliveras, I am not familiar with their work. So this one sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. That cover, I am all about that cover. I think it's absolutely adorable. It just screams Christmas cheer to me. So there are 4 short stories in this anthology. Christmas Homecoming by Fern Michaels, An Unexpected Gift by Kate Pearce, Christmas in Blue Hollow Falls by Donna Kauffman. Now I think Blue Hollow Falls is Donna Kauffman's series that she's currently writing, so this one might be a novella. I do not know if any of these have been previously published anywhere else, and they're just included in this anthology for the first time. I don't know. It didn't really say anything on Goodreads, but I'm still very interested. And Holiday Home Run by Priscilla Oliveras. So all these stories are different. Like one deals with the Air Force, one deals with a widower who has grown children. So it sounds like a romance between a couple older people. One about an attorney and an event planner, actually. And an event planner and a pro baseball player. So that sounds good. So yeah, it's not like they all take place in the same town or anything. I think they just collected these 4 short stories together and put them in this anthology. And I'm all about it, and I will definitely be picking it up. And the last book, excuse me, the last book I want to talk about is a bonus book. So I usually do 5, but occasionally I will add a bonus book just for funsies. This one I'm putting as a bonus because it is only it's only a novella. And coming out October 30th is Haunted Be the Holidays by Heather Graham. This is book, I think it's book number 26.5 in the Crew of Hunters series. They just released book number 26, and this book comes next. So my assumption is it's going to be the 0.5 between book 26 and 27. But yeah, she does these, I think, every year or every couple years. I still need to read last year's, which is called, I think, Hallowed Be the Haunt. And they all take place at Halloween. So it's a little novella that takes place at Halloween. It's set in the Crew of Hunters universe. And they all feature Crew of Hunters characters that you've met in previous books. But, you know, they just sound like a lot of fun. This one is not available yet out on audio, but the one from last year is. So I think because it's only a novella, and I think it's like 4 hours long on audio, so it'll only be a couple hours long for the time I listen to it, because I listen to it at double speed. I will probably end up listening to the last one on Halloween Day, just for funsies. But yeah, I am very, very much looking forward to this one, and I will definitely be picking it up. So anyway, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments below if there's any of these books that sound really interesting to you that you'd like to read, or let me know if there's any other books coming out in October that you guys are interested in. I have a huge list on Goodreads. I mention it in most of my videos, but in case you didn't know, I actually have different wish lists on Goodreads depending on the month that books are released. And I think I had something like 25 books for October. So these are what I consider to be the cream of the crop of the ones that I had on that wish list. But yeah, so all of those eventually I hope to add to my want to read page on Goodreads. And yeah, so anyway, guys, until my next video, take care and happy reading. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, everybody.